I've lived and seen through my lifelong dreams. I've done it. I can honestly hand on heart say I wouldn't. That was my lifelong goal and dream. I've had tougher than he could give me fights. So let's be realistic here. Fighting.
Yeah.
I actually miss getting punched in the face. How
Wow.
nuts is that?
It is pretty nuts, yeah. This is the FOOOORE Hole Challenge. We're down here at the beautiful Mere Golf Course, and I've been joined by the absolute legend. That is Tony the Bomber Bellew. I am buzzing for this. Tone, how are you?
I'm okay, my mate. Nervous because I'm about to make a fool of myself, but don't worry. You know, if I catch one just nice, we're going to see a 300-yard drive today. No problem at all. But I've got no idea which way it's going to go. It could be 300 yards and it's in the water. It could be 300 yards and go straight. It could be 300 yards through his window screen on that car over there. But I'm planning on people seeing a 300-yard drive today. Right,
we're hopefully going to get a 300-yard drive. And a massive, massive thanks to Function 18 for sponsoring this video. Unbelievable website. You've got to check them out, guys. The link is down below in the description. Tone, let's do this.
Function 18, let's go. 476 yards. 476 yards.
Yeah, it's a big dog.
That's 4 football pitches. How are you supposed to hit it that far?
The fun has begun. 475. You said you wanted a 300-yard drive.
Yeah, I know, but the chances of it happening is very slim. You know, I want a 12-inch, but I wasn't given that. I was given a goldfish.
Oh, not even started and I'm in bits.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go. Good luck, Tone.
Go on, mate. Show us what you've got.
Is it, you got a shot a hole?
I mean, if you're going to play properly, I mean, I should get 3, maybe 4, but you know, we'll do what you're going to do. You know how to do this better than I do.
Right, shot a hole for Tony, yeah?
Okay.
God, pressure's on. Come on. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry, I feel so much better. Other people are capable of it like I am.
Told you.
Mate, it's not that. That's just made me feel so much better. But don't worry, I could easy go on the lake.
After you, sir.
Come on, lad, just clear that ball. That's all I've got to do. Don't f around, don't mess with me. You've got to take the cap off. I can't take myself seriously with this cap on.
I think that looks good.
Doesn't mean it looks a holy show, but it's all part of kidding people. If you look the part, they'll fear you straight away.
Right.
I've been working on this for 20 years, mate, and it's worked out all right. And no one's trying to punch me in the face on this course. Not yet, anyway. Come on, Billy. One place he said don't go, and I went there.
I think you went further than me, though.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'm a bit shorter, but you know, I just didn't keep me left. I know what it is. I know every mistake I make, and I can give out great advice. I just can't do it myself. I bent my left arm.
Tony's got a new trolley here. There we go. Look at all the gear. All the gear, sat-naved up as well.
The wife got me this, guys, and you know, she got me for Christmas.
Mrs. Bellew.
Yeah, Mrs. Bellew. Thanks, love. Rach.
Rach.
It's going on its own. It's going a bit fast. It's going a bit fast.
They're rapid, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
They can go.
Wait. Easy now, fella. Easy target.
Tone, how did you get into golf and how long have you been playing for?
So, I've been taking it seriously for the last... Yeah, it's stopping on its own now. This is not good, love. You know, you didn't say it was going to do this. Just walk, will you? So I got into golf because I needed something to focus on after retiring. Yeah. It's just boring, innit? And then as much as I adore and love my kids and love my wife, you know, it's just not practical just sitting in the house and just getting fatter and fatter and fatter. Although I did dream that was going to be the key. Yeah. Just sit in the house, get fat, play PlayStation when you want.
But that's not in your makeup though, is it?
No, it's not. And I found that out.
Yeah.
So, and I started training again, doing different things. And that was it, mate. Just I've not looked back since. So I do love playing golf. It's just, it's so difficult. So it's the only sport in the world, first and foremost, where it's you against you. Well, it's not the only sport. There's lots of sports like that, but it's the only kind of sport where I can hit one shot and I think I'm Tiger Woods, and then the next shot,
that's golf.
I'm just like bungle off rainbow. I don't know where that's just come from, but it's come out. So you know. Let
us know down below if Bungle from Rainbow plays golf. Imagine if he did. What a legend, just out on the fairway.
Me, just imagine Bungle walking out now and just hitting a 7-iron to the green. To the green. So my ball is somewhere here, boys. What are you going with, Tubes?
Well, I think. Well, you've got a shot on every hole, so I think I've got to attack it. I'm going 5, and we'll be back over to you in a minute. Here we go.
There he comes.
There we go.
Yeah, there he comes. Didn't last long, that nonsense, did it? Let's see what I can do.
Right, come on, Tone.
Yeah, come on, we've got to do something. Just don't hit that tree, Tone. Yeah. We're bowling, we're not playing golf at the minute.
That works.
Yeah, it does.
That works, pal.
Where's it going to end up now? Didn't get under that at all. But, you know, it's the first couple of shots of the day, I will get there.
Get him out early doors.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive.
So talking about retirement, Tone.
Yeah.
How have you found it, retiring from something that you've done and loved and conquered for 20 years?
It's tough because it's just, I'm used to people wanting to nail you and kill you and just, then I forget it, just push you. I've dealt with it okay, you know, Tubes, it's been alright. It's, the first year was difficult because I was still had it in my mind that I want to actually fight.
Yeah.
But my body can't do it. And that was the big thing about it. I know I could get in the ring and beat some really good fighters still now. But I also know that my body cannot do 12 weeks in a training camp.
Really? Just because of wear and tear over the years?
Wear and tear. I think it's the emotional part of me as well. Couldn't bear being away from the kids anymore for long periods of time or other stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a number of things. I can't just be saying it's purely the wear and tear on my body because I wasn't in that many killer fights. I never took a lot of punishment. Like my face, I like to believe on a good day doesn't look that bad. You know, my face isn't all over me, my nose isn't all over my face. I haven't got massive amounts of scar tissue all around my face. My hands are an absolute mess. I've broke them, or fractured them 6 times in my career.
6?
And every one of them's been in a fight. So, yeah, it's just they've been damaged really bad, and I've only got really small hands. You put your hand to mine, I'm 6'3". And and your hands are the same size. So
this might be a silly question, but if you've got really small hands, does that make you... Well, your left hook's a joke though, isn't it?
Yeah, that was my main...
But if you've got smaller hands, is it less power?
It should, theoretically, it should have been that way, but the best hand sage in the country is named Mike Hayton.
Yeah.
And Mike was always adamant on, listen, you generate too much power and your hands are just too small. They're always going to be fragile, they're always going to break. Mad thing was, when I was actually fighting, when we do the rules meeting, and usually the boxers would go to the rules meeting. I would never go to the rules meeting. I was one of the very few boxers who went, because my coach, who's this big compared to me, has the same size hands as me. You try your gloves on in the rules meeting before the fight.
See?
And I would just go, Dave, you go and do the rules meeting, mate?
Dave Caldwell.
Yeah, and the fighters would always be in there trying the gloves on. Yeah, they feel nice, they feel nice. They'd look at Dave trying the gloves on thinking, why is he sending a tiny little human being like Dave to try these gloves on when his boxer who he's fighting is 6'3" and a good sized man, and they would never understand why, and the reason why he has the same size hands as me. So
wow,
things like them are the things I miss that side of stuff. So I don't know, it's just right, it's horses for courses, and then when it comes to missing things, you've just got to do what you're doing, mate. Find different things to do. The one thing I was pretty quick at doing was adapting to find was also property. I'm into quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make out some kind of property tycoon because I'm not. But, you know, I enjoy taking on houses that are absolutely destroyed, and then I have a team that puts things in place and redoes them all up. And I enjoy seeing houses develop and grow and stuff like that. And then all I'm doing this for is it's going to be passed on to the kids.
Nice.
So that's...
oh, your whole boxing career was for your family though, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, without doubt. I mean, listen, everything, I'm not so foolish to say I only got into boxing because my kids. No, that'd be a lie.
Yeah.
I got into boxing for me. I wanted to become world champion. But at the same time, upon having my first son, there was other things going on in your life, other ways to earn money. Everything else kind of stopped and went away once you start, you know, having kids, and your life completely changes.
Absolutely.
So boxing was nice, boxing's been great, but it's also been a way of funding out all of my dreams. My dream, and it was nothing to do with my kids or my wife, was one day to become world champion at Goodison Park. I'm just so honoured and happy that day that my eldest son Corey and my wife Rachel was there to enjoy it with me. Yeah. So there's very few people in life where they say, I've lived and seen through my lifelong dreams. I've done it. I can honestly hand on heart say that was my lifelong goal and dream. You know, obviously playing for Everton Football Club with my feet and playing football would have been the greatest ever.
Yeah.
But the next best thing for me was putting a ring in the middle of Goodison Park and winning that.
And that was one title. Hell of a night. We're going to talk about that later. But first, third shot. Come on, Tone. Yeah. Let's hit a good one.
Come on, lad. Just have a nice connection. Just give me one. Oh no. This is going from bad to worse. I knew coming with you.
It's held up.
No, I know what I'm going to do now.
It's held up.
I'm going to take my time. I'm just going to do half swings. Now, half swings is the house way of playing golf.
If it goes straight, Tone, that's the main thing.
My mates say this and we talk about it. And they go, why don't you just do the off swing? Because every shot goes all right. And I'll go, because it's not playing proper golf, you divvy. That's why I don't do the half swing.
Would you ever be tempted to come out of retirement? Like, say, for instance, what's going on these days? What's going on is the YouTuber, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He's calling out boxers.
He is, yeah. He's not going to call me out, don't we? Let's be honest. Mate, listen.
Can you please just come out of retirement and give him a slap around the ring, please?
Mate, I've had tougher weeks than he could give me fights. So let's be realistic here.
What a quote.
So, you know. But you don't understand the levels that I've competed at. So there's all well and good having a white collar fight or having a bit of a falafel, a bit of banter and a bit of nonsense, but let's be real, mate. You do not get in a boxing ring with someone who knows what they're doing.
But
it's insane.
But that's my point. Like, these guys are dicing with death, aren't they?
To be fair,
he's calling out Conor McGregor.
But Conor's not a boxer. But I still favour Conor's a doom because Conor good with his hands. The main thing about Conor McGregor is his timing of punch is impeccable. He's never going to be able to defeat Floyd Mayweather. You can't go into a boxing match and face the greatest fighter of our generation in your first ever pro fight. It's insane. But at the same time, this kid's fighting Ben Askren. I seen him tickle him on the ribs the other day when he laughed at him in his face.
He just didn't tickled him on the
ribs. My son, my 15-year-old son watches everything like that. So he's like, Dad, look at this. I was expecting like someone got a slap, someone got a dig in.
Yeah.
And it's like he pushed him away like that, and then as he turned around, he just walked up. He's got a pair of flip-flops on, mate. And as he's turned away, he's come behind him. He's hit him in the back. I mean, as soon as he'd done it, you know what it is? It's because he doesn't understand real, genuine confrontation. That's what the thing is. This whatever is Jake Paul, whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand genuine confrontation. So when it was put on him, he didn't know what to do. I mean, if someone turns the back on you, slap him on the back of the head with a good slap that makes noise. Aim for the back of the neck. Yeah. So I'm trying to give you advice now. If you slap the back of the neck like this, that makes a good noise and that will prompt a good response. Now, if he'd have slapped Ben Askren on the back of the neck like I've just slapped myself and nearly cracked my neck, then trust me, the response he would have got would have been very different and it probably would have helped build the fight a bit more.
Yeah.
But the fact of he's just... as on his back was just, it's cringe, mate.
I worry through them. If they keep calling these people out,
Listen,
I think they're going to get hurt.
if you prod the dog enough, one of them will bite, mate. And that's my take on it. So I'm not the biggest fan of it, but listen, they're all making a few quid. Good on them. Good on them.
But if they end up brown bread and then, yeah, that's not good, mate.
You just stay away from real fighters.
That's not good.
Ben Askren's a wrestler. He's not a boxer. But I still think he'd probably have enough to take him.
You'd think, well, you have.
He's generally the tougher harder man. Go on, mate, show him what you've got.
Right.
If you go over that tree and land on the green, mate, I'm getting off. I'm just letting you know.
You're going to give me a little slap on this.
I'm going to come here in the back.
Oh no, this is awful.
Through the trees though. Oh. Yeah, you passed it. You passed it. You've got a nice knock on there.
Not vintage stuff. Not vintage
Mike
stuff.
Solly's still acting the arse.
So Tone, let's take it right back. Rewind. What was a young Tony Bellew like?
I've never been a bad kid. Cheeky. An answer for everything, I'll agree on that. Not nasty, not malice, never been a bully. I've heard some people describe me as a bully, but that's just absolute nonsense. I've never done anything to an innocent party. So, yeah, just a kid who dreamed of playing for Everton Football Club and was cheeky, as I say. I always think answer for everything. Yeah, that describes me up to the T, really. Answer for everything. Little pitching wedge, just got to watch it doesn't go too high. Just got to knock it over there into the middle.
Got to get it back out in the fairway.
Yeah.
Were you double hard?
Say that again. No, I wasn't double hard, mate. I was just, you know what the thing is with me? I've never been scared of anything or anyone. So, does that make you double hard? I don't know, but that's been my thing.
That's it.
Yeah, see, when I don't want to try and hit them hard, I can get under things all right.
Little half swing.
Yeah, half swing.
Little half swing.
Like an old man, but you know, absolute. But you know, I'll just try my best.
Don't matter. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to hit hard in golf. Why boxing? Why did you choose boxing? And at what age did you think I'm going to give it a go?
At what age did I take it seriously? Okay, so I chose boxing because I wasn't going to make it a football. I really genuinely thought I was going to be the next Duncan Ferguson. I'm big. I love headbutting people. I shouldn't say that, Duncan's me mate. I'm just taking the dunk. I do love you, really. No, I just adored Duncan as a kid growing up.
Was he your Everton hero?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's mad to say he's my friend. He's my friend these days, and it's mad when I say that, but he is. What a guy.
What's a night out like with Duncan Ferguson?
I haven't been on a night out. We've had a few planned over the years, but something's always come and stopped us, which is probably fate. But Duncan doesn't drink.
Does he not now?
No, he doesn't drink anymore, so Duncan's a very misunderstood person.
Yeah. Is he quite quiet?
Yes, he's very quiet.
Yeah.
And Duncan's a thinker. And I say his appearance is very misinterpreted to what other people think he is and what he actually is.
Yeah.
A thinker who's really loves his football, and he understands and gets Everton Football Club. You know, one day he's going to be the manager.
Yeah, 100%.
It goes out saying, but he's just brilliant, mate. It's amazing that he's having the opportunities now that he deserves, learning under managers like Ronald Koeman, you know, Roberto Martinez. You've got now one of the greatest managers the world's ever seen in Carlo Ancelotti. The man's just success everywhere he goes.
I loved him at Chelsea.
Yeah, he's brilliant. All the Chelsea fans say that. Yeah. Adam Barker was telling me the same, but Carlo's fantastic, and it'll be amazing for Duncan to learn from someone like that, because one day you want to be in them kind of, you know, fields and learning from people like him. So it can be nothing but success, mate.
Right, come on, get dancing.
Right, come on, lad, stop f***ing about.
Yeah, that's a shot.
Yeah, it's gone too left.
That's a good shot, mate.
Oh, you son of a... Just to the left of the green. Just get over that bunker. Oh, tubes, what a shot. It just needs to die. Die, 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 die.
Oh,
You're on.
dancing.
That's nice, son.
Dancing.
That's a nice shot, that lad. Yeah, right in the bunker. Fantastic.
You're in the Bunkin Ferguson. Like that one.
In L tubes. Mate, come on.
The old Bunkin Ferguson.
If you wasn't so childish, I wouldn't laugh. Here we go. Now this is where I'm usually good.
You called it earlier, didn't you? You said,
I did, mate, I did. And I know you're not allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. 'Cause who's going to stop me?
not me.
No, that's too heavy. Now that's the perfect notch.
Come on.
Don't you do this to me. It worked for Happy Gilmore, it'll work for me. I've warned you once, don't make me do it again.
Oh my good. Oh.
No, it's not hard enough.
Mate, you cannot complain about that shot.
Can I? Is that good?
That's proper good shot.
Okie doke. Well, that was me 5th.
So boxing, why did you couldn't make it as a footballer?
I couldn't make it as a footballer, that's the God's honest truth about it. That's the only reason I'm a boxer. Nah,
Yeah?
to be honest. You know, I'm doing my book, so I've just finished the book. And I've never reflected on anything I've ever done in life. I've never really, you know, when I was fighting tubes, it'd be fight, on to the next one, fight on the next one. I'd never stop and go, I've done that. That's wow. The only time I ever reflected in my whole career was the night after Goodson Park.
Yeah.
I woke up on Monday morning, because I fought on a Sunday night, on a bank holiday Sunday, and I was in the kitchen, and the belt was just in front of me on the kitchen side, and I just said to her, we've done it. Well, that's a lie. I said, girl, I've done it. I've done it. I say we've done it because, you know, we are married and we are a couple, but it was me. There's no point in dressing up any other way. I've done it.
Rachel, it wasn't you, wasn't you? It wasn't you.
No, love, I'm sorry. You didn't take the punches. Your nose didn't get broke by Lunga Makabu. You didn't hit the floor in the first round. I did. But, you know, she's the main reason, the biggest factor in my life, of one of the reasons why I've done it. So I'll just continue to tell people that I said to her, you know, we done it, love. And that's the only time I reflected my whole career, tubes. So
really,
yeah, I never look back. Doing this book has been, I've never seen a proper psychologist anyway. The SAS wanted me to see one after I'd finished doing that show, but I've never seen one, and it was, the only way I can explain it, I think that's what therapy's like.
Yeah.
Because I just reflected on me. It's no coincidence. It's no coincidence why I'm a boxer, because always wanted to be a footballer, wasn't good enough. My dad taught me how to throw punches in the yard and box a little bit. He introduced me to certain people and individuals who showed me how to box. But, you know, when my dad left home when I was 10, and then I wasn't the man of the house straight away. My older brothers phased out and left as they went home. One went over to the Isle of Man to live there. My other next elder brother went to London and went to university in Wolverhampton. Yeah. So there was me and my younger brother and my mother at home. With my younger brother being gay, it wasn't easy for him. And, you know, you can only imagine the amount of fights I've had to protect them.
I was going to say, will you get in situations where you're sticking up with people who are saying nasty names and stuff like that? Yeah,
listen, you say something to me, brother, you better say something to me. And, you know, I've had many fights. I've smashed many of people's face in. And I don't regret them days. I don't regret what I've done to people in them days.
Because if they're saying stuff about your brother...
to call them horrible things then. So I know what it's like for a young gay person to grow up. And especially when you know, he's 11 and 12 and 13, and you know he's gay. He's clearly gay, and then you can imagine what other 12, 13, 14 older kids. So the older kids start picking on, giving him a slap or whatever, and then it's down to me to deal with it. You know, I remember.
It must have been really hard for you to see. Like,
yeah, I remember one day jumping in a car. I think I was 15, and my brother phoned me crying from school. I remember jumping in a car. Obviously, I've got no license, no nothing. Got in me ma's car and drove down to the school and absolutely give someone a good belt. And then nearly got nicked on the way home in the car, so that was another great story. I missed that one off the book, to be honest. But, you know, I've said it here on Tubes' YouTube channel, which is fantastic. But yeah, it's no coincidence why I'm a boxer. Yeah. It was the one thing I've always been good at. I've always been good at having a fight, and it also helped. I've never been scared of anyone. I'm just not scared of people. I'm just not scared of any man. It doesn't frighten me.
Where's that come from?
My dad, probably.
Because he was tough, wasn't he?
My dad's just been an hard fella in his day. He can have a fight, and I don't mean in boxing. My dad could really have a fight. I always looked up to. I always looked up to my dad, and I only fought and boxed because I just wanted to impress him. Impressing my dad wasn't coming home with 10 GCSEs.
Right.
Impressing my dad, it was nice when I'd score a goal on a Sunday and Sunday league and he'd watch me now and again every blue moon. But what really impressed my dad was my dad going, my f***ing lad put that kid a kip last week.
Yeah.
I know that sounds absolutely crazy,
No.
but I got my dad come to the gym, watch me spar, and I'd drop someone spar and my dad would be like,
And be buzzing with that,
my
wouldn't
mad dad. It's like, you know, super fellas walk into a room, they've both got bulldogs, both got pit bulls, and they're like, my pit bull's the hardest pit bull. Well, my dad was like, my son is the hardest pit bull. I'll put your pit bull against my pit bull will win. And that's just the mentality he had.
Yeah.
And I was more than happy to oblige that. And I've always just loved fighting. I love fighting. That's the one thing I miss. I don't miss the killing myself in the gym, even though I'm doing it again like an absolute plant pot. But I do miss fighting.
Yeah.
I actually miss getting punched in the face. How
Wow.
nuts is that?
It is pretty nuts, yeah.
I miss punching people and I miss getting punched in the face. Not that getting punched in the face too much,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't mind if someone said to me, listen, I'll give you a crack now and you can give me one. I'd take that, no problem.
Really?
Yeah, if someone said to me, you can give me a crack and I'll give you a crack, I'll be like, someone come on this golf course and I bet you'll want it. I can knock you out and then you get a shot at me after that. Go, Sam, let's go. I'd happily take that.
That mindset is mad.
Yeah, that's why I'm tapped in the head, though, innit? That's why I'm a bit the way I am.
That's probably why you became world champion, because you just didn't give a
Potentially, but, you know, I like to think I'm a bit tapped. I'm honest. We're all a bit tapped in our own way. No one's perfect. No one's got this great life. That's a myth. No matter what Facebook or no matter what Instagram tells you, no one lives the perfect life. We all have our own moments. We're all up in our own individual way. So just the best way to do it is embrace how up you are. I know we shouldn't be swearing, you're going to bleep that, but that's the best way to go through life. We've all got problems, we've all got issues. Embrace how many issues you've got and embrace who you are. The best thing I can say.
No, I'm with you. I'm totally with you with
Right,
that.
you're further than me, so you're going to be on. I'll give you the advice what Graham Sharp gave me after you've hit the shot.
After you?
After you've hit the shot, yeah, mate. Just let's see where you go first. You
play golf with a load of the Everton boys, don't you?
Yeah, we had a little knock with some of them. Ozzy mainly I play with. Ibbo's not here now, so not Ibbo. Stubbsy, Bellews, the old coach, yeah. Bellews can't half whack a ball. Stubbsy's fantastic.
Is he the best?
Out of the lads, yeah. Well, Ryan Taylor's the best, but Stubbsy's the best blue nose. Okay, so it's got no legs. So the bit of advice Graham Sharp gave me was pretend there's a bin lid around the hole.
Right.
I thought you've probably heard that before.
Yeah.
Now, let's watch me.
That's a big bin lid, isn't it?
That's a big ass bin lid, mate.
It's like an
now,
aeroplane.
watch me show you how not to hit the bin lid.
Do you know what?
It's not far, but it's a dodgy. Yeah, no, I didn't follow through properly. You're absolute shit out, but you know you got to get on with it.
Right, for a bogey. Terrible putt. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness gracious me! I'm absolutely having one.
I'm not happy with my ball lies, you know, because that's a bit rough there.
I think you've won anyway.
No,
This is for 7. That's for 7.
I know
You
that.
get a shot per hole. Giving you a shot per hole like I'm some sort of professional.
Mate, you're better than me, and you're playing a lot more. Don't start making excuses now, mate. You've made your bed lying.
Absolute shanky tutorial all the way up. Come on.
That's a lovely putt. That's a lovely putt. Well done.
Right. Bellew to go 1 up. That's right, isn't it? 7. This is your 7th shot. Yeah.
Take it in. Breathe it in. I'm nervous now. Oh. It's in! It's in!
Tony Bellew 1 up on the 4-hole challenge.
Right, we've got to go left. Can't right out of bounds. That right?
Right's out of bounds, so just literally aim left, yeah.
I'll pretend like I can aim left and I know where it's going. Half swing your tit. Oh, what? I told you, there you go. There's that gone, you
Oh, it's bounced out. It actually has bounced out. I don't know how, but it's actually bounced out.
Yep, I'm over it now. You just stood on me tea as well, face, that's going to make it even better. Because I don't give teas away. If I can take a tea survive, it will survive, and the little has survived. Unbelievable, this.
You one up, Tone.
I know, mate, but it's not good enough. Every shot should be decent. I took a slow swing, I've done what they've told me to do, and it hasn't worked. So it's not my fault, it's the people who are teaching me fault.
Right, come on. I need to turn up here. It's a dead arm for the loser, right?
Yeah, definitely, mate.
No.
You can punch me on the chin if I can punch you. Put a one on who wins.
Could you imagine that at the end? I've lost to Tony Bellew. So go on then, hit me.
Just strike me. Can you hit me in the body, please, Tone? Please.
Just give me a rib shot. Please. Come on.
Come on, Tubes. Lovely shot. There you go, son. It's a bit left, but no, it's good,
taking that.
That's nice.
Taking that.
Well done.
I'm taking that. Thank you, sir. Tone, you became professional quite late on for a boxer.
Yes.
Why?
Because I was happy. Well, no, I wasn't happy. I always wanted to be a professional. This is just the God's honest truth. I've never said this before. I've never really been asked the question properly. I wanted to go to the Commonwealth Games in Melbourne in 2006, and I was basically banking on to get to them. And yeah, don't let this shoot you down, mate. And the coach bombed me and didn't let me. Ex-taxi driver, Terry Edwards, his name was. He bombed me, so yeah, that was it. And I was holding out for them games.
What was the reason?
Well, David Dolan was ahead of me, and he'd just been knocked out in the World Championships by a brilliant boxer from Azerbaijan called Elazadi Elkin. I don't know why I remember the name and why I remember the instant, but I do. And I was told by a senior member of the squad, son, you're going to be going to Melbourne, Commonwealth Games. And then out of nowhere, he chose a boy called Danny Price ahead of me, who at the time hadn't really boxed at the level, and Danny went, and I've got no shame in saying Danny was a better boxer than me. We fought a couple of years after in the ABA final. I thought I won, but he got it by 1 point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of them things, mate. I didn't go, and in the end I always knew I was set for the pros. I always knew that was going to be my best route. But I waited so long purely because the money weren't there at first.
Right.
I wanted Frank Warren to sign me, but he showed no interest in me at first, and I'd asked a couple of people, I asked the person to put a good word in for me, and he didn't sign me. And then I was on the GB squad going around the world boxing for my country, and then I went up to Dave Caldwell's gym to spar. I was still an amateur boxer. I sparred a guy called John Anthony, who was an unbeaten cruiserweight at the time, and I just schooled him in front of Dave Caldwell's eyes. And he was like, I can't believe it, why haven't you gone pro? And I said to him, because no one really wants to sign me. I'd met Mick Hennessy with Tony Sims, and he offered me a deal, but it wasn't more than I was getting to box as an amateur. Right. And I was like, there's supposed to be money in this pro game, why am I going to do this? At this point, I had one child, Corey, and then I had Dave Caldwell in front of me phoned Frank Warren and said, I found a TV fighter for you. And I was like, who is he? Where is he? And Dave was like, Frank, I'm telling you, a fancy fighter. Frank said, what's his name? He said, Tony Bellew. 2 days later, I was in Frank's office. He signed me on a deal, gave me a good signing on fee, and paid me at the time what I thought was brilliant money. You know, you only learn as you go on through the professional ranks. They bamboozle you early, and they give you the hope and the pretense early. It's only as you start going up the ranks and up the ranks where you should be getting more that you realise that I'm still virtually on the same as what I was getting when I was fighting them 4-rounders. How is this
Poor
working?
that, innit? Do you reckon a lot of people have been completely done?
Oh, in boxing, mate, people have been shafted. I was wise and lucky enough to understand things, and I had good people around me to help me.
Because Frank Warren sort of tried to do the same with you, didn't he?
Well, we ended up in court and I won.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the top and bottom of it. But, yeah, it was, you know, I've been through some tough times, some hard times. But he's just doing what was best for him. I'm doing what was best for me.
Yeah, but you're the one in the boxing ring getting your head punched.
I'm the one that's going to be life.
Right, that's
how it goes,
right.
mate. But fortunately enough, I came across some long-legged fella who had half a brain called Eddie Hearn, and he was honest.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
We're going to get onto Eddie Hearn in a bit. Right, there's your ball.
Yeah.
Oi.
I hit the floor then.
Mate,
it's all right.
That's all right, that.
That is all right.
Ooh,
Me clubs took a bit of a...
There you go, got half of the mirror on it.
So, Tubes, tell me, what have you been up to, mate?
What have I been up to?
In lockdown and in life, because you've been through your fair bit share of episodes as well, and it's amazing. And it's motivating to see you get through it.
Thank you, mate. And
which I think you should be very proud of.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I also appreciate when I first said I had a drink problem and stuff like that, you were one of the first people.
Well, that's what you do, mate.
In the industry to come and phone me up and say that.
Absolute pleasure.
No, I really appreciate it. And the lockdown's been all right, actually.
Yeah.
Since I admitted I had a drink problem, I knocked it on the head.
Okay.
The depression and the panic attacks have slowly...
Stopped?
Yeah. Not all the time. Sometimes I feel a bit...
Okay.
But about 10%
compared to what it was.
Because when you're putting copious amounts of vodka down, it's an antidepressant, isn't it? And
yeah.
So yeah, I'm good, mate.
See, my relationship with vodka was quite simple. I drink more than 3 or 4 of them. I don't remember a thing.
Nah, that's what.
And that is exactly how it goes. When I drink beer, I'll have 3 or 4 of them, and I'm spewing for the rest of the night and most of the next day. So, you know, but I still do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna...
I didn't think you drank much.
No, I don't really drink much. I mean, I haven't drank this year. Yeah, well, that's a lie. I have drank because I'll have a glass of wine at home with the wife.
Yeah.
And as boring as that sounds, I can't wait for me and her to have a night out.
Yeah.
Because she's, I know it sounds corny, but she is my mate. Yeah. I've been with her since she was 17. I've known her since she was 11. Yeah. So
is she the reason why you've kept
100%? I don't even need you to finish that. Yeah. That 100%.
Because you see loads of like boxers
forget
and
themselves.
Famous people, and some of them turn into complete. Yeah.
Yeah.
But since I've known you for probably 7, 8 years now.
Yeah.
Before you became the world champion, you've always been the same, and that's credit to you. But is that because
that's
of Rachel?
Definitely down to a massive part. That down to it. I mean. We very rarely have a big argument, so we probably have a big argument once every 6 months. And the argument come last week, and she said, "Who do you think you are? You're only a knobhead from Wavertree." Cheeky she is, you know, she just knows how to put me straight, but it got me back up.
Really?
And I was like, "Where are you, hard case from Allerton?" And she was like, "Shut up, you go back to Wavertree." And I was just like, but I can be put back in my place. She's the only person in the world who can do that to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't listen to many. I respect everyone I meet, and I treat everyone the same and fairly. But do I take advice and really care and adore people like I do here? No. And then I say she's known me that long. She's seen. I'm so happy and so lucky that I come across what I came across at the point in my life that I did. Because if I'd have started the fight game and before I had kids, I'd be dead, because I'd have just been wild. If I'd have had the money that I've earned, if I'd have had the cars that I've had most these last few years, if I'd have had just the things, I'd be finished, mate. And I'm so happy and fortunate it's come at the time it did. So we've got kids, I'm settled with a family, I've understood the values and the principles of money. I hate it, but I understand it. I understand its need. And then I also learnt a lot about people and other things in my life at the right times, and that was down to her, mate, standing by me. So when they say behind every good man is a good woman, very, very true.
Rachel Bellew, everyone.
Oh,
go
son.
on. Get over. Get over. Get over.
What a shot.
Oh! Come on!
The absolute Okay, so it's saying 154.
154.
Now,
I've got 131 to the front and 150 to the middle.
Yeah,
It's the middle. 150.
right. I didn't even think that's a 9. It's that close. Oh,
You've got to get over the bunker though.
I know.
Soft 8.
Yeah, that's a good point. Soft 8, half swing 8. Come on, soft. That was the perfect one. Just repeat that face. Yeah, there you go. Repeated it, but it's along the floor. Go in the bunker and give me a chance. It's not, now I've got no chance. You absolute right along the floor. This is what happens when you just want to punch people and you've done it for 20 years. If I could punch some... I'm not going to swear, I'm going to just breathe. Trolley's great, love. Trolley's working fantastic.
Move on to the next. Move on to the next.
My 60's going over.
It's all about
Are you on the green there, Tubes?
Just, near it. Putting for birdie.
Thanks for that, mate. Yeah.
No worries. And on this channel, Tone,
Yeah.
if either of us gets a birdie,
Yeah.
we've got to do the birdie dance.
What's that, mate? Shows. Yeah, I'm not doing that, mate. I've just done it once now.
So, just so you know.
Okay.
Just give you a heads up.
Do you get birdies? Have you had a birdie?
I've had a couple in the past, yeah.
I haven't got one yet, and I've been, trying really, really hard, but still not got one.
But you haven't been playing for long, have you?
No, mate, but not properly. I've been playing for a few years, but
golf
not
is
properly.
a really, really, really hard game, mate.
I keep getting told that, but it's not that hard if you just do
really
the off
is.
swing.
It really is hard.
I mean, yes, but it is to start spinning balls back and stuff like that. Listen, mate, I've never been hit with a golf ball yet, but make no mistake, if someone hits me with a golf ball, it's going to be a problem.
Could you imagine that?
Mate,
Tee off,
I've been skimmed.
You hit someone, go, oh my God, it's Tony Bellew.
Mate.
I've
had a few close shaves and I didn't take kindly. A couple of fellas laughed as well once.
Really?
Made the go. I heard it. That's how close it was.
Did you go up to him?
I just looked and his mate was laughing. So as I walked to the one, mate, I swear to God, I never knew. I said, it doesn't matter if you knew or not, tit.
And he clocked you, yeah?
Oh, he clocked me, yeah. His mate was absolutely, looked like he'd seen a ghost. But you just got to be careful.
Come on.
Float it over.
Have a little float up. Who was that striker for Man City?
Which one?
Sean Floater.
Sean Goater. Off you. I get drawn in every time, they get me every time. I am punchy, I can admit that. I know I am, but Like, come on, man. The boat.
Oh, all right. Oh. Big dog. That's a shot.
Needed that. It's when them half swings.
That's a shot. Tony, you mentioned Eddie Hearn there.
Yeah.
Like, you had Frank Warren that you rightfully tinned off.
Yeah.
Then Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you didn't really need a promoter, did you? Because, my God, you could sell a fight, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's the one thing I knew from early doors. I knew what people wanted. It's all well and good being a good fighter. I'm making no mistake. What I must stress on is it's all well and good having a mouth, but you've got to be able to fight.
Yeah.
There's no point in everyone going, mate, he says the best stuff ever, but me, every time he gets in the ring, gets sparked. It's just no good having a game. You've got to be able to back it up. So although people say I was a mouthy scouser, I was a and I was this and I was that, I backed it up 95% of the time if you look at my career. So on them kind of averages,
without sounding like I'm licking your ass, you were world champion. So you definitely backed it up.
Yeah, I've backed it up, but as I say, I was always, I knew what people wanted. It's not enough just to be a good fighter. people have either got to love you or hate you, but they've got to do one of the, they've got to have an opinion of you. There's no good in being that fella who, he's a good fighter, isn't he? But what's his name again?
Right.
I've fought on bills where I've seen two brilliant boxers and they're like, and I've seen the punters walking out at the end of it and they're like, see that fight, lad, them two fellas nailed each other. What's the name though, lad?
Yeah.
Is it, what is John? It doesn't matter, lad, the fight was brilliant. Well, it does matter. I need you to know my name. I need you to want to see me again. You can't just say that was a great fight, but what was his name? I understood that straight from the get-go. And I always set out to, you might hate me, you might love me, but you'll have an opinion of me.
And you'll know who I am.
And you're going to know my name. Simple as that, mate. Whether it was Bellew, Bellew, Bellend, didn't matter. You knew who it was, you had an opinion of me. And that's exactly what I've done throughout my career. With the David A thing, exactly the same.
Yeah.
I needed the public to want to see me fight him. So I knew by beating up his mate BJ Flores, and then I was going to just kick a toe bone at him, pretend to climb through the ropes. I mean, in all honesty, I climbed through the ropes knowing, well, I should say hoping the security guard was going to stop me.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't, imagine fighting David A with no gloves on and I've got a pair of gloves on and my hands are bandaged. It's not very fair. He'd probably crack me and that would have been the end of me probably, the size of his hands. But yeah, I've been able to play the game. The only time I've genuinely wanted to attack someone outside the box, away from it was Cleverly probably.
Yeah.
I genuinely wanted to attack him.
There was proper hatred there, wasn't there?
Yeah, I can't stand him. Yeah, well, that's another story. What's this?
This is my third shot.
For sake, he's had two shots. That's a lovely weight.
Go on, keep going, keep going.
That's a lovely weight.
I could be here, could be back in here.
So is this you for the birdie?
No, this is for a par.
Okay.
Par 4.
Par 4. Look at how far it is. And it's a dog leg. Do you know what I mean? That's right, isn't it? It's a dog leg.
Yeah. So this is your 5th shot?
Thanks for reminding me, Tube.
I'm just...
I did know, mate. No, don't rub it in.
Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, go in, you... Oh, what that is, this is what this game does to be. That's a goal. It's a goal. No, mate, that's a goal. I don't care.
VAR,
that's a goal.
VAR. Say no.
Just look over there and see what's going. You absolute scum, mate. I was going to knock that in and clear. Mate, that is wrong. That is absolutely a piss take wrong. Just let me get my ball out, mate. Just let it die down. That is a joke. That is a f***ing joke.
Right.
See what I mean?
Oh.
What did I go in for then?
Par.
6.
6. It is 1-1 on the 4-hole challenge. Please join us for part 2. This is quality.